Hi, this is Rick Lyson with OpusEvent. I wanted to take a few minutes and show you what the features and what the functionality of a virtual contest, a virtual solo ensemble contest is within OpusEvent. And I'll go ahead and start by going to contest.opusevent.com to log in, and I'll sign in with my OpusEvent username and password. And I find myself on the select or switch contest event, ready to go ahead and select a contest. I've already got my contest filtered down to Montana High School Association. I'm going to use MHSA District 6 as an example during this because they're pretty well set up and ready to go. So it's a good opportunity for us to use them in that way. So I'll go ahead and select the contest. And like anyone who logs in, I wind up on my homepage. But as an administrator of this event, I have a whole bunch of options up here, and we're going to take a look at the ones that are appropriate to use for setting up and working with your virtual contest. So we'll start by taking a look at the virtual contest settings, and that's in Setup Contest Settings, or in your event, it may say Festival Settings, because you can call this a festival as well. So I'll go to Contest Festival Settings. And in here, in the Billing Opus section, users don't have access to change anything here, but I'll go to it and show you that we have set this contest up to be a virtual contest and to go ahead and use adjudication forms. And in this particular case, the contest is using video recorded adjudication feedback. So the places that you can go to set your virtual contest settings is under the adjudication tab. So go ahead and click on the adjudication here, and your adjudication settings come up here. It starts with the virtual start and virtual end date. This is the recording window that your students can go in and actually record their performances and upload their music. So you want a starting date and an ending date. You then have an adjudication start and end date, and this is the dates where your adjudicators can come in. So this is the adjudication window. Note in this particular case that the two windows overlap, and that's okay. Adjudicators can start adjudication for complete entries before the rest of the entries are finished. So if you want to overlap those windows, you can. We are allowing a performance link to be sent by the teachers, meaning that during the performance window, the teachers can opt to go ahead and email out performance links to all of their students. And at the end of the adjudication process, we are going to send an email to the entry address or the student address with a adjudication review link. And we're also choosing to send one here to the user or the teacher address. Okay, so those are your settings in addition to all of the other settings you have for normal face-to-face contests. Those are your settings that are specific to a virtual contest. The second area I'd like to show you is in the setup template area. And this is where we decide what the contest types are, band, in this case, band, choir, orchestra, what all the categories are, and what the instruments are within each category. Part of this template is the contest or festival class. And this will define whether you have solos, small ensembles, large ensembles, choirs, chorales, whatever different type of groups you want to allow. And for each one of these, and I'll pick solo as an example, for each one of these, since we're a virtual event, we have a performances section right over here that allows you to set up the performance material that the student or the teacher are supposed to upload. In this case, MHSA District 6 has chosen to have them upload a document or a PDF of music and a live video recorded performance of their solo ensemble piece. If you want a new performance piece, you go ahead and click New Performance. You can give it a description. You can call this a second performance piece. Give it a short description. We'll call it NO2, number 2. And then you can choose, is this going to be audio? Is it going to be video? Is it going to be document? We'll do audio live recording for a maximum of 10 minutes, 600 seconds. And that's really all we have to do. I'm not going to save this because this is actually a live event, but you can add as many performance pieces as you want. Normally, an event manager will just add 2 pieces, one for the music and one for the actual performance, video performance recording. And they can be different and are different for every class. So some classes may have longer time frames. Some may have more pieces that they upload. Percussion, for example, they may upload multiple pieces. Okay, that's the second part in setup. During the virtual window, then the teachers are going to be able to go out and send performance links right from their homepage. I'll show you where that is. I can go ahead and pick on the event manager. Dusty has got 3 entries out here that he's been working with. And notice that he can go check his students and he can choose to email a performance link to that student. So just like you'd email a payment link or anything else, you can go ahead and email a performance link, tell them what it's for, and they'll get a link to come back into the system and do their performance and do their music uploads themselves. So not only are we a virtual contest, but it can be virtual all the way out to the student's home. So they don't even have to be coming into school. They can go ahead and record right from home on their computer. And the teacher can do that by sending the performance link to them. Okay. The other way that you can send a performance link is in the entry list. And you can choose the entry view here, which means that we're looking at, in this case, the 3 entries that exist in this whole event or the whole festival. You can select all 3 of these, and as contest manager, you can go ahead and email the performance link right out to the students from here, so the teachers don't have to do it. You can do it all together in one. Okay. Then the last part of virtual contests is what happens when the adjudicators start adjudicating. Once we get into the adjudication window, when an adjudicator logs in, they will find themselves right on this adjudicate entries page. And in this particular case, I'm seeing a whole bunch of different groups of entries, and it's because I'm an event manager. If an adjudicator logs in and they're doing double reads only, they will only see this line. If they happen to be doing double reads and flute, they'll see these 2 lines. And these are called time slots. And so they can look in the double read section and see, well, we have 1 entry that's been made and they're not complete yet. Or we haven't completed any adjudications for them, but this 1 entry is ready. So I can, as an adjudicator, I can go ahead and click on my pencil icon, which will take me into this double reads time slot and will show me a list of all of the students in here. This particular student is ready, which means they have uploaded their performance piece and they have uploaded their music. Their entry has been paid for. They're all ready to be adjudicated. We can tell that it has not been adjudicated yet. There's no date on it. The adjudicator has not said that there's an issue with this, like bad audio or missing or no video showing on the recording. This has not been marked as an outstanding performance, and we have not yet notified this student that they can come in and review their adjudication. When the adjudicator is ready to adjudicate 1 specific entry, they just click the pencil and they're on the adjudication screen. And no, this is not a student. That's Dusty from Montana doing a test. But the adjudication screen you'll see up in the upper left, You'll see a video if you're recording video. If not, it'll just be an audio toolbar for start stop. Here is the PDF of the music. Unfortunately, it's just a tax form, but it's whatever the student or the teacher would upload. Up top, you have some controls for the adjudicator, like they can do their video feedback recording. They can click adjudicator and get some adjudicator options saying, hey, there's an issue with this performance. Document that, or this is an outstanding performance that needs to be noted. They can also do a save or a cancel. If this music is just too small to see, they can click on the large music icon, and that will go ahead and pull it up here. And they click on large music again, and it'll put it back down. They can scroll through the music at any level. And then the most important part, you have your own events adjudication form. And those are created by us here at OpusEvent to match or to mirror what your old manual forms were. And so this is what Montana's look like. Yours will look totally different. They'll look like whatever your form is. If you're in Montana, this is what they're going to look like. So they can enter their comments for each one of the sections that they've chosen. And then they can also enter the grade and the years of experience that they've had. When they're all ready, they go ahead and save. I'm just going to cancel this one. But if I would have entered data in there and saved it, this would now be marked as complete. And let me go ahead and I'll give you a slightly different example from another state. I'll go pick on Michigan, and they have a test event here. So I can go in and look at that, adjudicate entries, and I'll go take a look at the saxophones. And here's a great example. We have some that are ready. We have some that are complete, and we have many of them, like this individual has not uploaded any music yet, but they have uploaded their performance. Others are missing everything. So we can go in and look at a completed audition or a completed adjudication with all of the information set up already. And then you'll see all the scores in here. And again, the music and the audition piece. So that's a little bit different type of a format than Montana had. So that's a quick look at the adjudication and the virtual solo and ensemble features. Thanks for your time.